Business ownership. Business ownership refers to the legal structure of a business and how it is owned and operated. There are several types of business ownership, each with its own advantages and disadvantages. 1. Sole proprietorship. A sole proprietorship is the simplest form of business ownership. It is owned by one person who is responsible for all aspects of the business. This type of ownership is easy to set up and operate, and the owner has complete control over the business. However, the owner is also personally liable for any debts or legal issues that arise. One of the main advantages of a sole proprietorship is that it is simple and inexpensive to set up and operate. There are no legal formalities required to establish a sole proprietorship, and the owner has complete control over the business. Additionally, the profits from the business are taxed as personal income, which can be advantageous for some small businesses. However, there are also some disadvantages to operating a sole proprietorship. One of the biggest drawbacks is that the owner is personally liable for any debts or legal issues that arise. This means that the owner's personal assets, such as their home or personal savings, may be at risk in the event of a lawsuit or bankruptcy. Another potential disadvantage of a sole proprietorship is limited access to financing. Because the owner is personally liable for the debts of the business, lenders may be hesitant to extend credit to a sole proprietorship. Overall, a sole proprietorship can be a good choice for small businesses that are just starting out, have limited liabilities, and are unlikely to face legal issues. However, as a business grows and becomes more complex, it may be advisable to consider other types of business ownership that offer greater protection and flexibility. 2. Partnership. A partnership is a type of business ownership in which two or more individuals share ownership of a business. Each partner contributes money, property, labor, or skills, and shares in the profits and losses of the business. Partnerships can be either general partnerships, where each partner has equal management and liability, or limited partnerships, where one or more partners have limited liability. One of the main advantages of a partnership is that it allows individuals to pool their resources and share the risks and rewards of a business venture. Partnerships also offer more flexibility than corporations, since they can be easily formed and dissolved without the need for extensive legal and administrative procedures. However, partnerships also have some disadvantages. One of the biggest drawbacks is the potential for disagreements and conflicts among partners. Since partners have equal management authority, they may have different ideas about how to run the business, which can lead to disputes and even legal action. Additionally, each partner is personally liable for the debts and legal issues of the business, which can put their personal assets at risk. Another potential disadvantage of a partnership is the limited access to financing. Like sole proprietorships, partnerships may have difficulty obtaining financing since lenders may be hesitant to extend credit to a business with multiple owners. Overall, partnerships can be a good choice for businesses that benefit from the complementary skills and resources of multiple individuals. However, it is important for partners to have a clear understanding of their roles, responsibilities, and liabilities before entering into a partnership agreement. Additionally, it may be advisable to consult with a legal or financial professional to ensure that the partnership agreement is well structured and protects the interests of all partners. 3. Corporation. A corporation is a type of business ownership in which the business is considered a legal entity that is separate from its owners. This means that the corporation can enter into contracts, own property, and sue or be sued in its own name. The owners of the corporation, known as shareholders, are not personally liable for the debts or legal issues of the corporation. One of the main advantages of a corporation is that it offers limited liability to its shareholders. This means that the personal assets of the shareholders are protected in the event of a lawsuit or bankruptcy. Additionally, corporations can raise capital by issuing stocks or bonds, which can be an attractive option for businesses that require significant investment. However, corporations also have some disadvantages. One of the biggest drawbacks is the complexity and expense of setting up and operating a corporation. Corporations are subject to more regulations and legal formalities than other types of business ownership, and they may require significant administrative and legal expenses to operate. Another potential disadvantage of a corporation is the potential for conflicts of interest between shareholders and management. Since shareholders are typically not involved in the day-to-day management of the corporation, there may be conflicts between their interests and the interests of the executives who run the corporation. Overall, corporations can be a good choice for businesses that require significant investment or want to offer limited liability to their owners. However, it is important to consider the administrative and legal costs associated with operating a corporation, as well as the potential for conflicts between shareholders and management. Additionally, it may be advisable to consult with a legal or financial professional to ensure that the corporation is structured in a way that protects the interests of all stakeholders. 4. Limited liability company. A limited liability company (LLC) is a type of business ownership that combines the benefits of a corporation with the simplicity and flexibility of a partnership or sole proprietorship. Like a corporation, an LLC offers limited liability protection to its owners, meaning that the personal assets of the owners are protected in the event of a lawsuit or bankruptcy. However, an LLC is generally easier and less expensive to set up and operate than a corporation. One of the main advantages of an LLC is the flexibility it offers in terms of taxation. LLCs can choose to be taxed as a partnership or as a corporation, depending on the needs of the business and its owners. This allows LLCs to take advantage of certain tax benefits and deductions that are not available to other types of business ownership. Another advantage of an LLC is the simplicity of its management structure. Unlike a corporation, which is required to have a board of directors and officers, an LLC can be managed by its owners or by a designated manager. This allows the owners to have more direct control over the operation of the business. However, like any business ownership structure, LLCs also have some disadvantages. One potential drawback is the difficulty of raising capital, since investors may be hesitant to invest in a business with multiple owners. Additionally, LLCs are subject to more regulation than sole proprietorships or partnerships, which can increase administrative and legal costs. Overall, an LLC can be a good choice for businesses that want the benefits of limited liability protection without the complexity and expense of setting up and operating a corporation. However, it is important to carefully consider the needs of the business and its owners before choosing a business ownership structure, and to consult with a legal or financial professional to ensure that the LLC is structured in a way that best serves the interests of the business and its owners. In summary, there are several types of business ownership, each with its own advantages and disadvantages. Business owners must carefully consider the legal structure that best fits their needs and goals.